You're alright, my name's Brian Joe, and today we're going to be glossing the window panels. Shutters. So where the old shutters used to go to close over the windows, this is what we're going to be glossing up. They're a big feature of a room, and particularly now they're really coming back. A lot of people are doing away with curtains and blinds and stuff, and they're just having them up. So let's get them looking good. So we've got all the wood filler and all that stuff on now. So we're just going to quickly sand that off. Like I said, did it lightly because you don't be, it's not Dubai. We don't want to be full of sand in the room, yeah. Trust me, that stuff, you can feel it in your lungs. You feel like a 20-day Benson smoker again. So we'll get that off, and then what we got is professional undercoat. This is really good. It'll block out any stains. Trust me. And then we got this deluxe high gloss, just to give it that real kick-ass looking gloss, bright white. Trust me. Like I said, make these a feature. So please like, subscribe, watch the video. We're going to go up from here all the way up to the top. Let's get this party started, as they say in the business. We're sanding, start at the top, we go down, so all the sand falls down anyway. So like that, just get these bits slightly off. What we want to do is just get all the wood filler on with a little bit. Do it so you get a a real good feel of it. You've got but get a block after. What we'll do with a block after, we'll just give that a little sand down. Like I said, it's just so the paint sticks to it a bit better. So what we're going to do now, we're going to start glossing now. Like I said, get a dry cloth. Just give it a quick clean down from the what's it called sanding. And then what we're going to do, we're going to start up here. So what we're going to do, we're going to paint along and paint down. So if it drips, catch the drips and we keep going down, yeah? Start at the top corners. This is the professional undercoat now. What you want to do is position your ladder to where you're in a good position, where your body is facing the window like this. So you've got your right arm, I'm right-handed, so I go like this. Just nicer that way I can move around, it's 360 degrees, I think it is. I was never good at Pythagoras, so don't quote me. Again, like I said, what we do, we go up here, we'll go along. That way we catch the drips. As you can see, there's already some little drips down there. These windows, they're really nice when they've got a lovely bit of gloss and the gloss is gleaming, particularly in the summer. I don't know what it is, these new light bulbs, they're horrible. It's like nicotine light bulbs everywhere you go these days, it's disgusting. So it doesn't give the window its credit, its due. But you come summertime and it will look fantastic, I guarantee it. So like I said, keep going up here. The way this is stitched into this alcove, it's quite tricky. Start along, come along, come along. You want to give this professional undercoat a nice stir as well, because it is quite thick, treacle-like. And I would also say, this is a bedroom I would probably put this on. I'll try to do it as early as possible because it does have a quite a thick kind of smell. It gets into the back of the throat sort of thing. So you'd want to do it early. So, you know, give the room plenty of ventilation, that kind of thing, you know. But it's a clean smell. It's not one of those super powerful, feel you're gonna die breathing it in smell, okay? So yeah, what we do, keep going, keep going. As you can see there, drips there, just keep coming down. Trying to keep the window so I don't want to splash any paint on there. I can't be bothered taking the blinds down, as it is just a YouTube video. Unfortunately, we don't get top dollar for this. But yeah, one coating of this, and with this bit here, just go in between the cracks and that. Don't worry about it, just get in there. But this is just a first coat, so this is not what you want to do with this. This is just to cover the blemishes, and we don't want to leave any drips. This is your blusher, I think. So like I said, just get in there. There we go. Don't put loads on the brush at a time. You don't drip in everywhere. So just be controlled with it. Just remember in your brain, you're in for the long haul, yeah? Just see it that way. That way everything's easier. You're thinking this get out of town, get out of Dodge in 5 minutes or something. Just do your time, mate. Ride your bang up, as they say. And then you can enjoy it. Enjoy the process. See it as like weightlifting, where you want to feel every muscle constrict, okay? So you want to feel what you're painting. I like doing it with the brush instead of a roller, like I said. It's got too many indentations in there. So I want to get in there with the brush. I always feel I've got more control with the brush as well. So I'm more of a brush man. I prefer a bit of brush, you know what I'm saying? Again, this is indentations. So get in between them. So what you want to do is just do the outline of the pattern. So it's going to look like a rectangle. That way you can easily follow the drips that way, okay? And then we'll paint around it. So just think of it as a bit of cutting this bit. That's what you're doing. You're going to cut around the pattern. Nice pattern though. It's looking nicer, isn't it? Just looks so much fresher. It's like on the town or city where you live. Gets that first coating of snow. Just looks beautiful, you know. Just takes away all that. Just hides all the imperfections, you know. Position yourself where you can get yourself nicely positioned so you don't end up walking in paint, putting your back in paint. It's nothing worse than having your back stuck on something, is there? It's coming along really nicely. Looks really good actually. Again, what we're doing, we're just looking at for drips and stuff like that. And we don't want to leave any streaks. But the great thing about this paint is it doesn't even leave streak marks. Just get in the little panels, get them in there. Again, don't clog it up. Alright, so now this is dry, so what we're going to do now, we're going to use high gloss, pure brilliant white. Now this is going to be tough gloss, so the thing is it can take scuffs and stuff like that, and it's easy to clean down. Because it's the window, you know, it's like kids and all that, mucky hands looking at windows, stuff like that. That's why you want this stuff. Alright, so this gloss, it's a little bit, it's looser than the undercoat, so just be a little bit more mindful about putting it on. Again, you start at the top. You've got to be more careful with this one with the dripping, okay? This is going to be our last coat, so we want this to look nice. So again, we're just going to start from the top and work our way down. Pretty much the same as we did with the undercoat. There you go around the outlines. Like I said, position yourself so you can get at each point safely without falling over, or without losing your balance and putting your hand in all your hard work. Right, this gloss, it's nice, this gloss, you can definitely, sometimes you do have to pay that little bit extra for quality. What they say, buy cheap, buy twice. Really nice. And again, when you paint around the pattern bit, just act like you're cutting. Concentrate on that rather than the out bits. So make sure you just go around the pattern first. you're filling the middle square, alright? And like I said, all the time, always just keeping an eye out for the drips. Yeah, it's a real nice gloss, this. It just looks good. You know when you put a good gloss on, you can just see it just looks nice. And I think a good gloss is something that you're willing to eat on a nice bit of cheesecake, you know? And this definitely is up there. I'll have this for pudding every day of the week, I think. And again, when you find a pattern alcove, just use it as a cutting thing. We'll cut around the edges and then we'll paint in the middle. That way, we keep the drips under control and we know what's going on. Yeah, it's really powerful gloss. It's going to be really nice. People have got windows like this. Don't hesitate. Do it as soon as possible. Honestly, this is just such a beautiful piece for the room. It's unbelievable. It looks lovely, especially when it's looking good, you know. Take advantage of things if you got them. Yeah, it's a little bit of elbow grease, as they say. Definitely worth it though. If you've got a little bit of time off at Christmas or whatever, go for it, that's what I say. And again, just make sure, keep it on eye for the drips. So like I said, cut them. Just cut them like you're cutting a bit of trim or whatever, and then just paint in the middle. Sometimes, you know, your painting can be a little bit different. Don't worry about it. It doesn't all have to be in straight lines. Remember, painting and decorating is artistic. There's many ways to do it, but the main way is just to make it look nice. It's all about the finish at the end of the day. Finish is going to look supremo, mate. Proper gauge, you know what I'm saying? No drips round here, sunshine. That's looking lovely. Key is, don't cake it as well. Don't cake it in the gloss. Nicely does it, yeah. I know it's Christmas. We don't have to over engage. Over. I can't even think of the word. What's that word for over? Over rumptious. Over rumptious, baby. Over rumptious. I'm pretty sure it's a Stormzy song, isn't it? Over rumptious. My girl down is over rumptious. Right, so again, down here, and we're going to cut this. Going to cut it like we're doing. So cut it, follow the pan. sure you're getting the little nooks and the crannies. We don't want our painting to look like it was done by a pranny. And then we'll fill in the middle after. Always keeping an eye out, just going back over your work to give it a little brush just to make sure, like I said, don't want anything settling in it. Want a nice light gloss. That's what we want it to look like. I'm doing this because I don't want waves. You'll get things that look like waves. Just do this. Work the brush. When there's too much paint, if there's just too much paint, look for it. Just keep doing that with a dry brush. Don't want any waves down there. Don't it look like it's an ocean where there's things waiting to come down. I want it smooth. Just the last bottom bit down here. Again, just make sure if you see anything, just go back and correct it, that's all. No harm. Alright, so it's had its makeover and brought back into the 22nd century. 22nd, 21st, you know what I'm saying, year 2023. Do it, get your windows up to scratch, get them balling, yeah? Right. That's really simple to do. You could do that in a day, really. Depends on when you get the wood filler on. The day and a half you're looking at, easily possible. Like I said, even with the smell, it's not too bad. Please, if you enjoy